Well, getting things going. Obviously, a lot of activity here these first couple of days. What's just been your early impression of camp so far?
New facility's great. Everything's just, I feel like, more convenient for us. Seems like everybody's excited to be here too, which is really nice. And I'm excited to be back too, and looking forward to playing baseball again.
How do you sort of view spring for you this year as you move forward?
Making the team. I mean, that's it. Come down here. I got one job to do, and I'm gonna take care of myself and get ready to perform and to help the team win ball games. That's it.
Charlie, how was the offseason and what did you work on in the offseason?
Off-season was great. Home with the kids and my wife, and it stays busy, which is good. But it's a nice time to just kind of, give my time to them. But I got my work in too, and I just focused on, preparing myself for spring. And my mindset is, I just have one thing on my mind: is just come in here and play well, and have fun, and make this ball club again.
The way it ended, is there even more of an itch for you to just get back rolling again?
How it ended
for you personally?
Nah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's every year's different in its own way, and this year I was probably the most exciting time for me to get back to spring training, suiting up again, and just kind of putting all that behind me.
You didn't have any lingering effects from it at all, from the incident?
I mean, not really. No, vision was always great. I think it's still healing, but my mind's good. I'm ready. I'm excited, and I'll try to just put that stuff behind me and just look forward.
When you walked out in 2019, did you want to be back? Did you think you'd be back? And kind of what were you thinking when last year ended with your situation?
I mean, at the end of 2019, things were still pretty good, I guess. I was still on the roster, things were good, but things change, and that's how it is. That's how baseball goes. It's not my first rodeo when it comes to, off-season transactions and things like that. But I was pretty hopeful for things to come, and things always work out. And I'm just excited to put the jersey back on and play at home again. And again, I got one thing in mind, so I'm ready to go this year.
What was the first mental major hurdle you had to get over to get back and get that confidence that you had before the injury?
Honestly, I think if it had to happening at the end of the season was probably the best thing. That way I knew I had an off season to kind of get over the injury and not have a 8 to 10 week schedule to come back and start playing again, in a shorter amount of time to recover. So I feel like for the most part I've been pretty good, and I've got a clear mind, and I've had good people around me, just pushing me to help me out, and having people saying that they're excited to watch me play again is pretty special. So I just kind of take that to heart, and I'm going to run with that one.
It's only natural, it seems, to have some apprehension or nervousness the first time you face live pitching. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I haven't stepped in on a live bullpen yet, but for me it's just being ready to hit. And if I second guess myself and whatever, if I have to go up there and bunt, I'm just going to go out there and just play baseball again, and try not to think too much about it. Just go out there, get a good pitch, and put a good swing on it, and just be ready to hit every single pitch.
Chris Martin was saying how hard it was to not be able to contribute in the postseason last year. I'm sure it had to be the same frustration for you, seeing your team struggle and really not be able to do anything about it, right?
Yeah, it's always tough. I mean, you always want to be out there and help the team out, and there's times where you go out there and you don't help the team out. So for me, it was being supportive, being there, having the team allow me to be with them during the postseason was special. Those guys busted their tail all year, and it just kind of stinks that it comes down to one game. But for every team, it really comes down to one game, and it is what it is. And I think it's just more fire for us to go out there and worry about today. It's easy to look ahead and say what if when those times come, but if we take it one day at a time, one rep at a time, we worry about the process, then the results will come.
They extend Snit's contract for a year. When I say Brian Snitker, what's the first thing that just pops in your head?
He's there for us. Yeah, he's got a tough job. Managers have a really tough job, and I think he does a great job with it. Communication is there, and his door's open for us. So if there's ever a question we have, he knows that we can call or go into his office and talk with him. But knowing that he has our back is a big deal. I think it brings guys closer, and that's what we need as a team. Everybody needs to be on the same page, and that's a big deal.
Do you feel like this team is on the same page right now, especially after what happened? And do you feel like they have more of a desire to win more than ever now?
Yeah, I think everybody's a little bit more comfortable in here. Obviously, having more experience at this level and in the postseason is a big deal. A lot of talent in here, young and old. It'll be interesting to see how it goes the first few days. I mean, technically tomorrow's our first full squad workout, so we really won't get or at least I won't get a good sense of how it is. But so far so good. I think everybody's excited about the new park, new facility, new year. I am too.
Charlie.